What's popular T subs and T squad? Last video of the day, and I ain't gotta look at y'all face until tomorrow morning for Bell Collector. This the Salt Wise. Again, I know I'm about what at this point? 2 days late, but it's stinking ass Salt Wives, but I'm here. This is season 5, episode 11. Troop Salt Lake City. And it's really not that much when it comes to this episode, but I'm gonna give y'all what I got. So Heather goes to see Whitney, and they're hosting like a little campfire outing for the girls after what happened. Excuse me, after what happened with the ladies the last time they all got together. I guess this was Heather's and Whitney's way of trying to bring the girls together, do something fun, or whatever the case may be. So Whitney asks if she can invite Brown. She says sure. She don't hate her. She's fine. She still wants to get to know her, but she do feels like she's a little sneaky. And I'm sorry, I do agree with Heather. I do feel like Brown is very sneaky. But I get why the people don't mind Brown because at least she throws the rocks and she show her hand. Um, I always thought y'all didn't want nobody to be throwing rocks at all, but I guess so long as they throw the rock and they show their hand, y'all fine with them. And as long as they don't lie about Shawshank giving them a black eye, y'all all right with them too. Because other than that, but whatever. Moving on. Meredith invite Mary out for the gallery. And they talk about what happened down to the brunch. Meredith, I'm about to wrap this up. You were the one that escalated it and took it to a point that it really didn't have to go. Again, she never kicked you out. That was not directed solely towards you. That was towards you and Angie because neither one of y'all was listening to her. And she did not want y'all yelling and screaming and cussing at each other in her house. I don't feel as though Mary is wrong for that. If y'all allow y'all to like go in and let have on each other, cuss each other out and all of that down to their house, that's fine. But not everybody is going to accept that in their crib. All right. You decided to take it personally, and you left. And not only did you leave, you left with the parting gift too. So to be honest with you, Meredith, when it comes to this one, I feel like you put 20 on 10, and you're the one that made it way worse between you and Mary than what it had to be. Um, and I feel what you're saying when you felt like, you was there for her for the past 3 years and you had her back when nobody else did. And I feel you on that, Meredith. But be clear, I feel like both of y'all had less than genuine reasons for being friends with each other. You know, I felt like Mary didn't mind being friends with you only because you didn't mind being friends with her and you was the only one that was willing to be around her at the time. So fine. And I feel like you was only friends with Mary because you was at odds with Lisa and you knew that that was going to cause an issue with Lisa. All right, you did. You was being petty when it came down to the friendship. So be clear. Both of y'all got friends with each other on less than genuine reasons. But when it comes to this, though, Meredith, I do feel like you put the cart before the horse. And, I can't say that Mary was wrong in how she felt because in that moment, she didn't do anything to you and she didn't just leave that to you. That was towards the both of y'all. You took it the way you took it. That's your business and your problem. Moving on. Lisa and Henry meet up with Angie and Electra to meet up in hopes that they can get back on a better page, and they do. We ain't even got to dig into all of that. Angie gave Lisa an apology, for not hearing her out more and so on and some such. To be honest with you, Angie, I kind of felt like you kind of browbeat. I'm be honest. I kind of feel like she browbeated you into an apology. I don't feel as though you owed her anything. But I mean, hey, whatever, Angie. Um, it's the day of the camp. Brown telling Lisa and Meredith on their way to the camp that Whitney hasn't spoke kindly about Heather. Um, I mean, hey, to Brown's credit, I mean, Whitney, you didn't. I mean, to be honest with you, Whitney, I mean, you didn't. You didn't. And don't feel away about Brown's messiness now. Because she threw your ass up under the bus. Do not feel away about her messiness now. You didn't feel away about it before, so don't feel away about it now. Brown is one of those people that you got to watch what you say around, because if she has to use it against you down to the court of law, she will. She will throw your pasty ass right up under the damn bus. Just saying. Anyway, Brittany talks about Jared. She says that she doesn't care what or who he does while they're broken up, because she's been talking to 10 other guys and she dated 3. You whore, you. Like, girl, Brittany, and I know you friend, but Brittany, where I'm from, girl, we call that a thought, a tramp, a floozy, a tawdry ass woman. That's what we call you. No tea, no shade. You talking to 10 niggas, but fucking 3. I mean, hey, listen, you got your pick of the litters, I guess. I wish you would stand up in it though. I don't know how you so heartbroken over damn Jared, and you and you got 10 niggas and 3 ain't possible, right? Okay, Brittany. Anyway, Brittany and Angie talk about the wine situation. Mary feels like Brittany is being two-faced because she got mad at Angie for bringing the wine, but then turned around and sent her a text message thanking her for the delicious wine that she bought her. And I'm sorry, I agree with Mary. Like, Brittany, you made that way too big of a thing. I'm just gonna be honest. You made that way too big of a thing. You really could have just took it and just took it in the kitchen or put it up somewhere or did whatever. You didn't have to make it awkward, but you did. Like, so hey, moving on. Mary tells Meredith she thought that she was being rude for how she walked out of her house. Brittany chimes in and she says, but you asked her to leave though. And then Mary says to Shane, talking to her, shut the hell up. You want to know what's funny? The same way she's treating Brittany is the same way she treated Angie K. And now she likes Angie. So we're going to see how this turns out next season between the two of them. I just wanted to throw that out there. Meredith says that's not manners, but okay. And then Mary says that she wasn't talking to just Meredith, she was talking to Angie too. And I said that too. I said that too. So I'm sorry, Meredith. You're not a victim in that. In my opinion, Meredith, you made that out to be way more than what it should have. And that's why it got taken to the level that it did. I'm just going to be honest. It ain't that I'm trying to take up for Mary, but I'm just taking up for what's right. You turned that into what it turned into. Just saying. Moving on though. Lisa throws Bronwyn up under the bus about Whitney feeling like Heather won't have her back when it comes to Lisa. I mean, no tea, no shade, friend, but in a lot of cases, in a lot of ways, I can understand. Even though Whitney been crawling under my skin, I can understand why she would feel that way when it comes down to you two. No shade, friend, but you do come off like you just want to be down so bad. And I'm sorry, Lisa Barlow is not deserving of any of that. I ain't saying that you can't be friends with her. I ain't saying that you can't be cool with her, but I just feel like you just being so ride or die for her. I will never get it, but I guess it ain't for me to get. Moving on. Brown throws Angie and Whitney up under the bus about the conversation that they had about Lisa and how she treated them. Mary says that's what they say about Lisa is true. She's one of the one of the fakest people that she ever met. And again, point for Mary. I do agree with Mary because Lisa is. Lisa is mad fake. Lisa is mad fake. She's phony. She's fraudulent. And she's one of them people I would not trust for a friendship. I would never trust Lisa Barlow with a friendship ever in my life. I wouldn't even trust her to give me the right directions to the bathroom, let alone thinking or trusting her with a friendship. I wouldn't do that. But again, it ain't me. It's y'all. I ain't got to deal with it. Moving on. Meredith has her Shabbat dinner and she invites some of the ladies there. She invited Brown, and Todd, Heather, Angie, I believe. Did she invite Angie? No, she didn't invite Angie. Angie wasn't there, I don't think. I think that's Brittany she invited. I think she invited Brittany. Um, And Lisa came, of course, Lisa and John. Of course, Whitney won't dare. She don't fool with her. Mary won't dare. She don't fool with her. Um, Listen, shout out to the Shabbat dinner. And then the Shabbat dinner led into basically them feeling like there's something seriously going on with Mary. And Meredith thinks like that's why Mary is acting the way she's acting, because she's going through something else, but she's not telling them what it is, because she's just saying how much this is just out of character for her. She would have never treated her like that, and it must be something going on. And Brittany told the ladies if there is something going on between Mary, then they should give her a little bit more grace. And it's interesting that that's coming from Brittany, the person that she's been treating like shit since she met her. I would definitely say that. And then we get down to the listen. I'm not gonna get into the whole thing between Mary and RJ because that's a sensitive thing. But what I will say is y'all single-handedly gave Salt Wives the best scene that I think we're probably ever gonna get from them. The best scene I think we're ever gonna get from them. And that's across however many seasons of this thing that they might have. I feel like this had to be one of the best. It was the best, the most raw, the most real. Like that was real emotion. That wasn't fake. You know what I mean? And who'd have ever thought that the person to give us that scene would be Mary? And this is why I say, Mary, it sucks that we gotta go up for you during times like these. But at the same time, I do appreciate it because I know there are people that are going through this in their everyday lives. And y'all could actually be a vessel to help other families, other moms with sons and or daughters that are going through this very same thing. And you could be dropping the blueprint on how to love in spite of. You understand? So definitely shout out to you for that, Mary. I absolutely love that scene. Y'all damn near, I was wiping away tears, honestly. Especially feeling when he was talking about how he felt. And I'm more than sure he does. And the fact that he been feeling like that since he was 16, it says volumes. Because weren't he about 16 when they first came on the show with this foolishness between her and Uncle Grandpa and the whole family thing and all that extra? See, I keep telling y'all, things like that, it will get to your kids, especially when you're on reality TV and you're dealing with sitting in the court of public opinion and everybody's going to have something to say about this, that thing, and the other. And not every child is equipped to handle it. You know what I mean? And so I actually praise y'all a lot for having the courage to do that because I know that was not easy. I don't think that's something that I could have done, to be honest. And if I could have done it, it wouldn't have been done on national TV. That would have been a moment between me and Joy saying, no cameras. Y'all have just had to hear about it. But I don't think I would have been able to do that while cameras are. And if there was a dry eye during that scene, then some of y'all aren't human because that was real. So shout out to you, Mary. Shout out to you, RJ. And I really hope you got yourself together. It ain't about where you start, it's how you finish. And you ain't got to stay there. You young. You young. So I really hope you got yourself together. I'm more than sure Mary is gonna be by your side and you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more to give y'all. If that was short, then yeah, hell yeah, it was short. Like I really just wanted to talk about what I wanted to talk about because the rest of what went on was bullshit. And the best part of it was the last part, in my opinion. But y'all, I want to know y'all thoughts. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about Wednesday night's episode of the Salt Wives. And yeah, I'm all caught up. So y'all ain't gonna hear from me until tomorrow for the Bell Collective Live at 11:15 and that other show at 9:15. And yeah, with that having been said, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Bye.